My name's Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to teach you all about how to use your voice chakra or throat chakra. So this is mainly about your voice, your linguistics, your language. I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be about how to activate and how to use your voice and how to channel your truth, how to communicate more efficiently. You should watch my very early beginning videos on YouTube. I did not know how to communicate the way I do right now. So no human is 100% perfect. So don't ever use that as an example. Say, I'm not perfect, I can't do this. That's escapism at that point. So when I'm talking about the throat chakra, any human can master the throat chakra very easily if they're consistent. It's not even about doing it all at once, it's just consistency. So this will talk to you about different tones in your voice, what the throat chakra can actually do, because you can literally activate fifth dimension energies from your voice. You can cleanse a home just based on your voice alone. You can literally scare demons away with your voice alone. Yes, demons. Not spirits, demons. So people who are demonologists, which I don't approve of that, you'll end up where you're heading. Just as simple as I said that. For people on my YouTube channel, this is an angelologist video, so I'm teaching about angelology and the throat chakra and what you really can do. You can bless a room by singing. You ever feel it when in church when they start singing versus certain churches when they don't sing? It's like there's an energy here. It's because that comes down from the heavens. So that's an enchantment on the voice. When you sing messages of God, when you sing loving messages, it doesn't matter. I mean, through the Lord, when you sing or when you speak, you're blessed. So your voice will be enchanted very specifically. So the throat chakra color is blue, light blue. Now the frequency, you can look all this up online, 741 hertz. So you can listen to voice chakra frequencies, but I'm going to teach you a different way about how to activate your throat chakra. And by the end of this video, you'll be like a throat chakra ninja. So yeah, there's some cool things you can do with your throat chakra. You can, I'm gonna say right now, the most mastered people of the throat chakra can move items and stuff and entities. They can literally move stuff with their throat chakras. I'm not gonna get into detail about that. I can't talk about that on YouTube, but you can move an object with your throat chakra if you master it well enough. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say. You can move several objects. A good example is from The Witcher, okay? When the girl screams and things, this is the best example ever. If you don't know The Witcher, it's a TV show on Netflix, and when the girl screams, she literally, that's her supersonic gift. That's her supersonic voice. So for the people who know The Witcher, they know what I'm talking about, but the throat chakra is literally just that. You can literally cleanse a room by get out. You really want to practice your throat chakra because you don't want to over stress it, because it's actually one of the weakest chakras and the most vulnerable chakra next to some of your, like your gateway chakra and whatnot. But go slow. So I never know how to sing before, but now I know how to sing now. So different things you can do with your, it doesn't have to rhyme. You don't have to be good at singing, but the throat chakra is just magical. It's just a magical chakra. So I've never known how to sing in my life besides working with blue crystals such as blue lace agate. I'll talk about throat chakra crystals in this video too, and I'll talk about what they do, but the throat chakra is so powerful. It is so powerful. You can literally attract love just with your throat chakra, not even just the heart chakra. If your throat chakra is mastered enough, you can literally, people will hear your voice and they'll never get your voice out of their minds. Like, it sounds crazy, but people are like, that's the most beautiful voice I've ever heard. That's why you guys follow most singers. Imagine if you master your throat chakra to the point where they call it elegance of voice. So I'm going to give you a very specific example. It's in Exodus 4, I believe. Exodus 4:14. And I have to write stuff down before, because I'm reading the Bible in depth. So Moses in the burning bush, when he talked to God, he was like, I don't know how to speak. I'm like this. I'm not eloquent. And God said to Moses, from the burning bush, says basically, did I not create man's mouth? Like, am I not the one who made your you to have a mouth. The same God who can make someone see is the same God who can make someone blind. God, when you ask him for help in enchanting your throat chakra, in enchanting your voice, he will. You will have a voice. Like, you might hear your voice differently, but other people will hear it as the most beautiful, elegant voice ever. And this is really important because if your voice is not there, most of your communication, this is really important. So in activating your throat chakra, being aware of it is a giant key. That alone can begin the activation of your throat chakra. Me explaining about how powerful it is, it truly begins activating how strong your throat chakra really is. I'm gonna give you another example. Michael Jackson, he talked like this, and he was known to have the most beautiful voice, and he can sing, he can do other things, and the thing is, you better have fun with your throat chakra. Even if people sing in the shower, and they're like, oh, I'm not a good singer outside the shower, practice just singing and having fun, because your frequency changes your environment. So when you sing in your room, even if you're low and down, it changes the whole room. If you're burning incense and you sing while you're burning incense, the incense is amplified times like 100. Okay, that's a secret. But Michael Jackson, his real voice wasn't what we think his real voice was. He knew how to change his voice. He knew how to change his voice chakra because it presented a certain frequency to other people basically being receptive to perceiving his throat chakra, receiving his voice. Sounds strange, but it's true. This is so powerful. So the biggest thing with your throat chakra and working on it is practice. Practice to see what you can do with the, you don't have to sing, just have fun with it. Just start becoming aware of you talking, you speaking. Just start listening to yourself. You might not like your own voice. You don't have to record your voice because the voice is perceived with the mind's eye, whether people know it or not. Yeah, the ears are connected to the throat chakra, so there's the receptive parts of the throat chakra and there's the projective part. So yes, there's the yin and the yang, and that's more complicated information for a future video, but practice. And one thing this is gonna surprise most people, try not swearing as much. Try cutting the swearing out, because that poisons the throat chakra. Most of you don't, and people are like, well, it adds spice, and this is where most people disagree. When you swear, it pollutes the throat chakra. It takes away from your eloquence. It subtracts from eloquence. What's eloquence? It's a very specific energy that makes people perceive you. So your throat chakra is mainly about people remembering you. People don't know that. It goes the throat to the mind. So when you speak to someone, I'm gonna use a giant example. You might have talked to an ex, right? And you guys were fighting your entire life. Now, your ex comes around, and your ex is, like, they say one thing really sweet, and now you can't get them out of your mind. Is it because they said something really sweet, or is it the way they said it? They could have said something just completely random, and now they're stuck. It's just like, what is this person stuck from? It's because their throat chakra put off a frequency that you perceived. That's why certain celebrities are where they're at. It's because some of them are just nice talkers. And the thing is, a nice talker, there are dark sides to the throat chakra that people will try to use, like car salesmen and ripping people off, etc. But that's when you can cast light on other people's throat chakras. You can literally ask God to reveal. If someone's talking sweet, and they're not a sweet person, they're a dark person, but their throat has changed to being sweet and kind, because when the Antichrist comes back, you better believe the words will be very sweet, but the intentions won't. But the thing is, you have to know, the throat chakra it can be deceitful for some people. For people of darkness using the throat chakra, a lot of mediums who hear demons, they sound nice and sweet and angelic and calm and nice, but those are the worst demons ever. So when you're talking to other people, even when you pray before you go out, I say, God, Lord Jesus Christ, please cast a light on the voice. Cast a light upon anyone's throat chakra who I come across and reveal their words. So if they're talking sweet, that it may trip up, that it may stop, so that it may reveal itself. So the words don't sound pretty if the intentions are not. And then you'll see everyone else, people will start changing voices. You'll see people like talk like they're hitting puberty, and it's like the people will be like, what's going on? It's because you asked the Most High God to cast light on their illusion illusions of voice and it got revealed. So if the person's actually of light, then it won't happen like that. So mainly in this video, this is a giant important video on how to activate your throat chakra. So I'm talking about singing, becoming more aware, and yeah, I'm teaching you more about other people's throat chakras too, because there are so many aspects to the throat chakra. This might need a part 2, but I might just keep it at part 1 because it's very simple, but it's complex at the same time. You will not activate it overnight like that, but you can work on it. Let's talk about some blue crystals. Blue chalcedony, blue apatite, turquoise, amazonite. So let's talk about what some of these crystals do for the throat chakra. So turquoise makes your voice very beautiful. When people hear you, they think they just heard an angel. It's the fastest way to attract someone into your life if you're looking for a new friend or some romantic interest, okay? So let's get to another crystal. Blue apatite. What if you're not really sure when to stop talking? Some people are like that. Then blue apatite helps you stop the appetite for having to say more. It stops that, so it corrects you in that sense. Blue lace agate calms you down, because some people, they'll be talking, and they're just a little too loud. Hi guys. So the thing with the throat chakra, if you talk too loud, you'll want to bring it down. And yeah, some people are going to take this personally. It's not personal at all. It's literally frequencies. If the frequency's out of sync, then you'll notice less people perceive you as well. If it's too low, there's a time and a place. You have to know when to change your voice. You have to know when to be able to channel and how to be able to channel your truth. You ever see it when Michael Jackson got frustrated at certain things? His real voice would come out. He's like, hey, I'm not playing around. There's videos of that online too, but you have to know when to change the throat chakra in order to activate it properly. So you have to activate it to different frequencies and different tunes. Now, let's talk about aquamarine. Is one of the best throat chakra crystals ever. It makes your words beautiful. It makes it come out. Blue. Okay, so a little more about aquamarine, which is, it looks like glass, but it's actually gem aquamarine. It's the highest quality aquamarine I can ever find on this planet. Minas Gerais, Brazil, that they even put in museums, but I have aquamarine on my website, floridastoneman.com, very soon. But blue topaz enchants your voice. So there's a common trend of blue crystal is basically the throat chakra plus this quality. Amazonite makes you speak beautiful words. It enchants your voice. It gives you the voice of a siren on the Amazon River. It's just hum, hum. It just gives you a beautiful voice. And let's just say if you go on a date and you wear one throat chakra crystal such as amazonite, that person will they'll hear your voice in their head all day and night. They're like, that's the most beautiful voice I've ever heard. So, and the same thing with job interviews when it comes to you obtaining a job. Let's just say that interviewer interviewed about 100 people. Your voice is the only one that stuck out. And you don't have to be singing. I'm just giving this as an example. So your voice is the only voice that stuck out. They're just like, they don't remember any quality about you, but they remember your voice and they remember your name. It's like, okay, this is who I'm hiring. This is the most memorable person. Same thing for communications. If you're giving speeches, if you're talking publicly. Oh, Soda very good too. Soda very good. Soda it helps you calm down to pick words because sometimes people just let anything out. So if you talk too much, not good. If you talk too little, not good. But if you know when to talk and when to not talk, that's the best. Chrysocolla is good for people who don't know how to keep secrets. So, because some people just won't keep secrets at all. So when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to you enhancing your gifts, when some of your gifts open, you need to just stay quiet. Some people are like, and Chrysocolla just it gives people an urge to not just tell everything. Chrysocolla enchants your voice so that you have a divine feminine and divine masculine voice at the same time, because that's the bridge chakra. The heart and the throat chakra connect very well. So back to the point of swearing, try not to swear because it does poison your voice. It does poison your voice. It poisons the frequencies. And so you have to ask yourself, when you stop cursing for about a month and you just realize that and this took me a long time I don't expect this to be quick for anyone. This is a journey. So try swearing less. All at once is almost impossible because it's just so knit into our language and it's knit into society. But that's an interesting fact about how to not get help from your angels is by swearing. Like, they literally stop every single angel around you. You could have 100 angels. They'll go quiet when you start swearing. They're just like, they just look at you. If you could see them on their side, they just go quiet and look at you. They go like this when you swear. And they do it for like 10 seconds to a minute to as long as they want. It could be forever. So it's a major turn off. And a little secret too, it makes you this much foggier every time you swear to your angels. What do I mean by foggy? Your angels can see you, touch you, help you. They can sometimes open your gifts, but when you swear, it increases the fog. So if you ever go out in the morning and you can't see the end of the street, it's kind of the same thing with your angels helping you. They can't really perceive you like that because it does tank your frequency. They're called curse words for a reason. If you want blessings, curses don't stay in the same space. So how to activate your throat chakra, curse less. Try not to talk too loud, try not to talk too low. Know when to talk low, because if you have someone, and you have to know how to work the throat chakra. I mean, the throat chakra is very complex. If you have someone who just won't listen, like just pause for a second, just like, because if you add too much talking to someone who talks too much, you're not saying anything. You're just babbling. Both of you are babbling. That's the problem with most people. They'll have conversations that nothing gets discussed and too much gets said at the same time, and then you have a giant mess. So let people talk is part of the throat chakra, is knowing when to preserve your words. This video is getting a little longer, so I'm going to make sure I might do a part 2 on this, or a different part of the throat chakra in the future. If you want to cleanse your house with your voice, and this really what does work, you might lose your voice when doing it, so I don't suggest you do it. Tell the entities, get out, like out, like that, get out. So you have to be like out. So it has a certain frequency. It's literally out, or oh no, get out. You kind of have to leave. They're gonna be laughing when you say get out. It's like, okay, okay, please get out of my house. Yeah. So you have to know how to bend and twist your throat chakra. There's a time when you raise your voice. There's a time when you lower your voice. So if someone's screaming at you, just go quiet. Like, why are you talking so loud? Like, we're gonna take it down. Just like, versus, and the other person's going, ah! So this is a very good human relation. And yeah, I'm in the car with the windows up, and the people in the park just went. So yeah, your voice could be very scary, but we're talking about scary in the sense of entities. This is something for you guys to think about. Awareness is the biggest thing when it comes to the throat chakra, because this applies to every other human. Yeah, so some throat chakra affirmations is, I have the most beautiful, eloquent voice blessed by God. Or ask God to bless your voice when you speak, and people will just start commenting, because God controls everything. You can't go around God, and people will try to go around God and go behind God's back. You can't. He's God. He sees everything, and everything is up to him at the end of the day. So ask God. And I would read, the very beginning of Exodus is super interesting. You don't have to be the world's most talented voice person, and I haven't even spoke about communication aspects for people who do public speaking. It does help with public speaking. So it helps you be able to be heard. It helps in competitions as well. But when you're praying, always ask God. Like, pray that God may bless your voice so that you're perceived. You could talk to someone for 60 minutes and they'll never have to hear one word you say if your throat chakra is not activated, if it's not correct, if it's out of balance. But I'm going to conclude this video. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. I might make future videos on this in the future. But just have fun with it. Curse less. Observe your voice more. Study other people's voices. You'll be able to catch any liar with throat chakra frequencies, because people will do this, and there's a certain pattern and frequency, so you can just catch anyone doing anything. You can tell if someone's about to try to do something with you, someone has an agenda, etc., all by the throat chakra, because frequencies don't lie. They're frequencies. Once you know how to really when light shines upon something, there's no hiding. There's no hiding in the astral realm. There's no hiding in the spiritual world. Everything is revealed through the Most High God. But if you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Check out FloridaStoneman.com. I'm putting throat chakra crystals on there soon. Till then, I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.